Let us review. So we feel a tension within our body. We create a sense of lack within ourselves. We say we aren't something or we don't have something. Because again, every time you want something, you should replace the word want with lack. So you say you want something, you create a false need, which creates a false pressure, which creates a false crystallization or a false stone. Because you got to look at yourself again like the body as being similar to a diamond. Like it is carbon, it's compressed carbon or compressed light. It's a diamond or a stone, it's crystallized blood pretty much, crystallized light. So you got to look at it like that. You got to look at the body as it is light that has crystallized or spirit that has become in slower moving form, and we call it a body. So you take that body, that crystal, that light, and you start to create lack, and you start to focus on lack, and you become a lackluster. So then once you create the lack and say, hey, I'm not heavy enough, or I'm too skinny, or whatever the case may be, whatever you say lack is, so then you gain weight. So you eat your emotions, because again, mental and emotional baggage becomes physical baggage. So you take that mental and emotional baggage and it becomes weight. Now to work the weight off or mold it or to shape it in a way, you go through self-induced fevers, which you call exercising or exorcism. That's what exercising is. You're going through a self-induced fever, and the fever heats up your energy, moves the lymphatic system, and burns off the toxins. And as you exercise, you become more of the beast. You get more in touch with the beast, and you get more in touch with why you have developed this blockage or this thing that you constantly put in your body that keeps you in this compensation game. Because you're eating to have fuel, to have work, so you can go to work, so that you can have money from work, so that you can have more money for food, so that you can have energy for work. When you are energy itself, you have to know that, that atoms don't eat themselves. They don't eat anything, and we're made up of atoms. And if you observe subatomic phenomenon, the observer, depending on the observer, you get a different result, because you're observing yourself always. So you're constantly a snake eating its own tail. If you're in this exorcism compensation game where you're constantly trying to recover, which is instead of heal, most people are trying to recover and cover things up instead of healing, and suppress and take, as you take on more water weight, because water is emotion, metaphysically, the more you take on emotion, stale, stagnant emotion, the more water weight you have, the more you swell, because swelling is an injury. Or if you work out, you're constantly trying to combat that swelling process and direct the swelling. Now you're trying to just keep the swelling in your muscles, but it's still an injury. It's still a compensation. It's still you exercising and going through in self-induced fevers to compensate something, to stay comfortable. Comfort, it killed the cat. That's what we must know. ROYALT512@yahoo.com. You don't need anything. You don't need anything. You never needed anything. The media is all lies. That's all they have left. They have nothing left. There's no nukes. There's nothing that can kill you. If you can get yourself killed, you can get yourself born. They have nothing left but the media. You have no needs. You only have wants, and wanting is unlimited. So the more you want, the more you lack. That's it. That's really all that anyone really needs to know. And you can't want what you have. So people are more thrilled with the chase than actually getting what they want. That's just the reality of law of attraction. So that's just simple. The ebooks and paperbacks are on Amazon if you search R Bud Vegan, and you can get the PDFs if you email me. ROYALT512@yahoo.com. I'm still hosting people to come up here and fast. Let's finish this moon cycle.